Hello, my name is Eleana Kaidanian. I'm a registered dietitian, and today I'm going to teach you how to read and understand food labels, brought to you by the Healthy Eating for Children program by Yeshiva University. Hopefully before today's lesson, you have noticed a nutrition facts panel or a food label before. By the end of today's lesson, you will learn the reasons for nutritional labeling of food, how to analyze information provided on a nutrition facts panel, learn portion control through serving sizes, how to identify ingredients to avoid or reduce, while learning how to make healthier choices by comparing different food products using the food label. Did you know that the Food and Drug Administration and the United States Department of Agriculture requires food companies by law to provide nutritional facts panel on their food packaging? Food labels give consumers nutritional information to make healthier decisions. This is useful if someone is trying to watch their sugar intake or looking to get more calcium in their diet. Beyond the nutritional facts, food labels also tell us what is in the food, such as the ingredients that we may not want to eat due to a food allergy or a dietary restriction. In addition, food labels tell us what country the food came from or where it was made. Lastly, food labels also share health claims, such as letting us know if a food is organic, low in fat, or high in fiber. Reading a food label takes practice and can be tricky at first. When you read the nutrition facts panel from top to bottom, you will notice many different sections, starting from the serving size at the top and finishing with the percent daily values and ingredient lists all the way at the bottom. There is a lot of useful information on the small nutritional facts panel. It is our job to break this down and make it into useful information so that we can apply it. Starting from the top, look at the serving size. This is the amount or portion of food used to measure all the numbers on the label. In this example, that would be measured in half a cup or weighed on a scale as 114 grams. The serving size is also often the recommended portion. Servings per container is the total number of servings in the entire bag or package. In this example, the package contains 4 servings. So if you consume the whole package of food, you would multiply the servings per container to the serving size and everything else on the remainder of the nutritional facts sheet. In this case, a whole package would be 2 cups of food, which is half a cup times 4. To get the total calories, you would do 90 calories times 4, or 360 calories total, and so on. Calories are the energy provided in the food. The average person needs 2,000 calories each day, but everyone has different needs depending on age, sex, and activity level. A teen who is very active needs more calories compared to one who is not. Calories from fat is the amount of calories from fat. Generally, about 30% of your calories for the entire day should come from fat. Therefore, if you eat 2,000 calories, 30% would be 600 calories from the fat in one day. Let's talk about fat. The total fat, the amount of fat in grams coming from food. Not all fat is created equal, however. You might have heard that unsaturated fats from vegetable oils, avocado, nuts, and fish are healthier than fat from steak. That is because unsaturated fats do not raise cholesterol levels like saturated and trans fats do. For a quick tip, choose foods that have 3 grams of fat or less for every 100 calories serving. Saturated fat is mostly derived from animal sources such as cheese and meat. Less than 10% of your daily calories should come from saturated fats. Trans fats are not listed here. However, they are usually listed under the saturated fats section. Trans fats are put in processed foods to increase their flaky texture, such as cookies, and put in packaged food to increase their shelf life. These fats increase your cholesterol levels and can result in clogged arteries and heart problems. For a quick tip, the government is actually trying to eliminate all trans fat from food. You can avoid consuming trans fats by not eating anything that has partially hydrogenated oils in the ingredient list. Next on the list is cholesterol and sodium. Cholesterol is necessary to produce active form of vitamin D and other hormones. We need cholesterol to be monitored because high cholesterol can increase a person's risk for developing heart disease. It's naturally found in liver, egg yolks, butter, cheese, milk, and meat. For a quick tip, eggs are a great source of protein and a good source of vitamin D. However, it is recommended to limit the egg yolk to just one a day due to the cholesterol levels. Therefore, if you're trying to make an omelet, you can use one whole egg and use additional egg whites for the remainder. Choose low-fat dairy whenever possible and cut the fat from meat. Take the skin off the chicken, cut the fat from the steak. Choose lean ground meat as ways to reduce cholesterol intake. Choose snacks that have zero cholesterol. Your body only needs a little bit from food, and you can get it from other meals as opposed to your snacks. Sodium is similar to salt. It is necessary to maintain proper fluid electrolyte balance. Processed, packaged, canned, and frozen foods tend to be very high in sodium. Think of pizza, soups, cheeses, pickles, olives, cold cuts, and other snack foods. Compared to fresh alternatives such as fruits and vegetables, which are very low in sodium. Too much sodium can lead to water retention or holding onto extra water in the body and also increase blood pressure. For a quick tip, when choosing snacks, look for low sodium, no salt added, or unsalted on the packaging. Choose snacks that are less than 200 milligrams of sodium per serving. Stay away from common food additives such as monosodium glutamate, sodium nitrate, sodium nitrite on the ingredient list. On this slide, we have cholesterol comparisons. Now, looking at these food items, you would not be able to tell the difference in cholesterol without reading the food label first. Specifically, looking at the nutritional facts panel. These are just some foods to compare if you are trying to reduce your cholesterol intake. For example, half a cup of Haagen-Dazs vanilla ice cream has 85 milligrams of cholesterol, compared to 1 milligram of cholesterol in half a cup of low-fat vanilla frozen yogurt. The following compares sodium in these different packaged snacks. Remember to always read the food label and pick snacks that are low in sodium or unsalted whenever possible. Some parts of our body only work on carbs, such as your eyes and your brain. Therefore, most of our daily calorie intake should come from carbohydrates. Good sources of carbohydrates include fruits and vegetables, whole wheat breads, whole grain cereals, whole wheat pasta, and brown rice. These foods are also rich in dietary fiber, which can keep us fuller for longer. For a quick tip, look for 100% whole wheat in the ingredient list for foods, and choose foods with at least 3 grams of fiber per serving. Other sources of carbs include cakes, cookies, candy, soda, juice, and sports drinks, which are also high in sugar. Foods that have a lot of sugar are also high in empty calories and do not provide much of any other nutrients. For a quick tip, when choosing snacks, choose ones that do not list sugar or sweetener in the first few ingredients. Now look at these comparisons. You can save yourself a lot of extra calories and sugar by checking the food label. Fruits and vegetables naturally contain sugar, but in very small amounts compared to candy, flavored drinks, and other high sugar snacks. Next on the list is protein. You might have heard that protein is necessary to build muscle, skin, and support our immune system. Remember, our body does not store protein. Therefore, it is important to make sure we get enough from our food every single day. For a quick tip, choose snacks with at least 3 grams of protein per serving. Located on the right side of the nutrition facts panel from total fat to dietary fiber, These percentages of percent daily value show how much nutrients the food is providing per serving compared to how much you need in an entire day based on the average 2,000 calorie diet. For example, if a food label says 12% fiber, that's 12% of a person's fiber needs for the day coming from that particular food and serving size. As a quick tip, a daily value of 5% or less of a nutrient is considered to be low in that nutrient. A daily value of 10 to 19% of a nutrient is considered a good source. A daily value of 20% or more is considered an excellent source. So for example, 20% of calcium is an excellent source of calcium. In this example, provided we are using one serving size, everything from the fat, saturated fat, cholesterol, and sodium are considered low, which is good because these are the nutrients we want to limit. However, if you are just eating 2 servings of this food, we were to double all the numbers. The sodium would then be 600 milligrams, or 26% of the daily value, which is high. Located toward the end of the nutrition facts panel, vitamins and minerals are necessary for basic function. The nutrition facts panel lists vitamin A, vitamin C, calcium, and iron from food by percentage. In this example, one serving of this food offers 10% vitamin C. We need to get a total of 100% of this vitamin on a daily basis through other food. For a quick tip, fruits and vegetables are a great source of vitamins and minerals. They make great snacks compared to packaged junk food snacks like chips and candy that hardly have any other vitamins. Now take a look at the ingredients list. It's typically located on the back of a food package, on the side, or underneath the nutrition facts panel. Ingredients are listed in order of amount, decreasing as the list goes. Therefore, the first ingredient on the list makes up the most of the product. Keeping this in mind, it is always better to choose foods that do not have sugar, fats, oils, or salt as the first few ingredients on the list. In general, the longer the ingredient list is, the more processed it is, the less natural it is, and the less healthy it is. When comparing two similar products, try to choose the brand with a shorter ingredient list. The ingredients listed are unfamiliar to you, it is better choice not to eat them. Now let's see what you've learned today. Using the food label of a Osem Bisli barbecue flavor snack to answer the following questions, let's see how many questions you can get right. Question number 1. How many calories are in one bag of this snack? Well, to answer this question, first look at the calories listed and the servings per container. There are 2.5 servings in this whole bag. If I ate the whole bag, I would multiply 2.5 by 140 calories to get my answer of 350 calories in the whole bag. Question number 2. How many grams of fat are there in 2 servings of this snack? To answer this question, look at the total fat and the servings per container. There are 2.5 servings in this whole bag. But if we eat 2 servings of this snack, I would need to multiply 2 by the total grams of fat, which is 6 grams, to get my answer of 12 grams of fat. So how are you doing so far? There's still a few more questions left. Question number 3. How many milligrams of sodium will I consume if I eat this whole package? Is this more or less than the recommendation of sodium for a snack? To answer this question, first look at the sodium, then look at the servings. Multiply the sodium of 180 milligrams by 2.5 servings in the whole bag. That is 450 milligrams of sodium. If you remember from the previous slide on sodium, the recommended amount for a snack is 200 milligrams or less, making eating a whole bag of the snack more than 2 times over the suggested amount. Question number 4. Are there any ingredients in this list you should avoid? To answer this question, first look at all the ingredients listed. Ask yourself, how many of these ingredients do you recognize? How many of the ingredients have you never heard of? Write down the ingredients you do not recognize. There may be several of them. If you don't recognize an ingredient, look it up. You should know what you are putting in your body. When it comes to answering this question, everyone will have a different answer. The point is to get you thinking, and there is no right answer. As a dietitian, I would avoid this snack, as oil is listed as the second ingredient, followed by dextrose, which is a sweetener, and sugar shortly after. MSG, or monosodium glutamate, disodium guanylate, and disodium inosonate may have been the ingredients you weren't sure about. These are flavor enhancers that may provide a salty flavor. Some people have reactions to MSG in the form of headaches, sweating, shortness of breath, or rapid heart rate. In that case, it's better to avoid. Question number 5. After reviewing the food label, can you think of a healthy snack alternative to this snack? You can always opt for healthier fresh alternatives such as a fresh piece of fruit, like an apple or a banana, or a colorful washed vegetables, which are also delicious. You can think of baby carrots or cucumbers, for example. If you are looking for a healthier packaged food, look for whole grain pretzels that are low in sodium, or even freshly popped popcorn. I hope you didn't do too bad on the quiz, and if you got them all right, congratulations. I wanted to thank you today for your time. I hope the next time you look at a food label, you will feel confident that you could break down its useful information. When in doubt, check the food label. You can never guess the nutritional content of a scoop of chocolate ice cream from one brand compared to another unless you flip the package over and compare the two. Don't let this lesson stop with you. Share what you learned today with a friend or a family member. Remember, knowledge is power, and it's waiting for you.